Get ready, guys. This one is a total magician fooler. It fooled this magician. And the weird part is, you probably already know the secret. What? What? All right, toast me, you beautiful gentlemen.
Cheers.
Well, it's finally happened. We're doing the one thing I swore I would never ever do on Scam School, which is have 4 male magicians sit around a table and geek out about magic. But what a crew we got. We got Matt, of course, longtime fan and friend, Michael Carducci, and of course my old friend Nate Staniforth. Michael, before we got started here, said he has one effect that is his magician fooler. And I thought, it's too good. It's too good. If it's a magician fooler, we should have a triad of magicians to see if we are fooled.
No, I discovered this. Well, I'm not going to tell you too much about it just yet. These are actually beautiful, by the way.
Why, thank you.
We'll mix them up a little bit.
I'm getting nervous.
I know. Because he's casually shuffling a brand new sealed deck of cards that came from my warehouse. I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't trust none of this. I'm regretting my decision to have magicians on the show.
I discovered this years ago in a really old book by Ted Anneman. And Ted Anneman, if you haven't read him, he was a brilliant thinker, very creative. He just had good magic. He had a lot of books. He was famous in the the early part of the 20th century. And he had a little manuscript called Shh, It's a Secret. And this trick right here, he called the $1,000 test card location. And I discovered it, and it's so brilliant. So I would show this to magicians, and they had no explanation. Because maybe if you're watching a magician work, and they're doing something with whatever they're doing, there's a move, maybe it's difficult to see, but you know it's there. You know what to look for when you're looking for moves. I like this because there are no moves. It is the fairest thing that you could possibly do with a deck of cards. And Matthew, I'm gonna give these to you.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna hand these to you. And just, if you would, just give them a quick mix before we even start. Yeah.
Makes me nervous. Makes me nervous.
Go ahead, do one more. Why not? And set the cards down in front of you. We'll make a little bit of room here. All right. So, Matthew, here's the deal.
Okay.
You're going to make a free choice. You're going to cut those cards anywhere you want. Now, you'll notice that obviously, Brian, these are your cards that you gave me. We broke the seal.
Yep.
You know, there's no little crimps or anything like that. But I want you to be confident that this is a free choice.
Yep.
So you're going to decide where you're going to cut before you cut. You can cut near the top, thin to win, as people are fond of saying. You can cut near the middle if you want to. Or you can cut where hardly anybody cuts, which is towards the bottom. Most people cut towards the middle, some people cut thin to win, some people cut really deep. But this is totally up to you, it's a free choice. And I don't want to see where you're cutting, because even though these are your cards, I don't want you to think they're marked or anything like that, so I'm not going to look. I don't want to see the front or the back of your cards. So I'm going to turn my back. Decide where you want to cut.
Okay.
And cut right there. And I won't even see roughly where you cut.
Okay.
Complete the cut.
Okay.
Now there's a card on top. That's the card that you freely cut to. Take that card, peek at it. You can show it to the camera if you want to, or not. We can reveal it at the end.
Okay.
But I want you to put that out of sight, in your pocket, in your jacket, somewhere where I can't see it. This way I can't see the front or the back of the card. Is it safe to turn around?
Yep. Safe.
And we don't even need these. So we're done with this.
This makes me worried.
There's a card in your mind.
Yep.
I don't know if you showed it or not, but if you haven't, then it's known only to you and to God.
Okay.
Picture that card hanging in the air.
Okay.
It's a red card.
Yes.
Just stare at me. Don't say anything. Poker face. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jack, Queen, King. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. He's giving a little too much away. I'm going to stop there. Otherwise, it's going to get way too easy. Yes. Yes. Pull a card out. Right here. That's my guess. I'm committed.
Okay.
We can't go back. To recap, he shuffled.
Yeah.
He did.
He cut. He shuffled a lot.
Yes.
Pull your card out, put it right next to mine. Is there any way, after you shuffled that many times, you cut freely, my back was turned, that I could possibly know what your card was?
Nope.
I do this every single time, and for magicians, it's inexplicable how you can nail it. Under test conditions.
No es posible. It's, okay, so, I have questions. First, let us toast
All right.
to the
Cheers. That
great,
was great.
beautiful Michael Carducci. Oh my God. All right, Michael, you shut your filthy pie hole while the magicians try to figure out what you just did.
All right. Oh, this is Brian Brushwood Fool Us.
Yes.
Okay.
I like this. So, okay, the pieces are, that was a brand new deck of cards.
Right.
Your cards.
And we did see him do something. So in my mind, if he had supremely talented fingers, he would magically make it in a certain order.
Sure, but all that was undone when you shuffled the cards.
Right.
Like that was a fair shuffle. I was watching you.
Multiple fair shuffles.
Yes.
Yeah, certainly enough. Like if I had a prearranged, like if it was in Cy Stebbins' order or
Right.
something, you would have ruined
Yes.
that stack,
Yeah,
right?
and he didn't know you weren't going to, faro them, mash them around on the table. Like
Yep.
you could have done anything.
Yep.
So whenever I watch magic tricks, I think about structural elements that don't need to be there.
Right.
Stuff that like it doesn't seem like it would make a difference whether you held the card or put it in your pocket or whatever, but he had you put it in your pocket and he put the rest away.
Right. He cleared the table.
Yeah, but I don't see how that would give him enough information to exactly nail the card. Is it fair to say that as magicians we're fooled?
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I could not possibly replicate it the way he did it.
That's exactly fair, right? There's
Right.
that thing where when you watch magic and you see, something that you understand, but there's a part of it that you do not understand.
Right.
Like for me, that's enough to
Yeah, I will
to
say
want
right
to
now,
learn the
so
whole thing.
I'm fond of pointing out that magicians are all junkies. At some point, we had our minds blown, and we're all chasing that high. And there's
Oh, yeah.
nothing we want more than to be fooled. And at this moment, there is a beautiful black box of mystery floating right in front of me. And so I say, God damn it, let me buy you a drink so you teach me how this thing works. This looks amazing.
I will take a drink.
Ah, there it is. Boom. Okay, so you were saying this was published by Ted Animan a billion years ago.
Like 100 years ago, something like that. So
Okay.
it's in a little manuscript called Shh, It's a Secret. A lot of these great works are available inexpensively. They're out of copyright. Dover has a lot of these.
Google Books has them. As a matter of
It's
fact,
true.
last week's episode, somebody posted up like, "Oh, hey, here's the original reference that you can look to," and it's just excerpted right in Google Books.
Yeah. The title of this piece was Ted Animan's $1,000 test on the card location. And it's funny, so there was a structural element that was absolutely necessary that you thought had nothing to do with it. And that was the act of putting the rest of the cards away, getting these out of sight.
Oh, so there's some kind of peak. Like you can see what the bottom card is, but I still don't see, knowing that it's shuffled, how that gives you enough information.
Yeah, the shuffle.
They
really
are
threw me
mixed.
off.
They are not shuffled. Yeah. And it's a very subtle thing. There is an element of risk to this. There is a chance that it's not going to go right, believe it or not. But that's what makes it. When magicians try to reverse engineer the whole thing, they just reverse engineer what they saw.
Right.
And you never think, okay, this is like a 90% chance thing.
Right.
And it's actually more than that.
So, and by the way, that's one of the things that we talk about on Scam School is part of the reason you learn so many different effects is people are like, well, what do I do if a trick doesn't hit? It's
Right.
like, then you just say, ha! And then act like it was a joke and then move on.
Yeah, you just take it a whole different direction. Now we're
Okay.
doing a new trick.
So this is another vector of information, knowing that it's only 90% effective, which by the way, I'll take those odds any day of the week.
That's better than some pieces just in my show.
Yeah.
So the other thing, you nailed it. Cy Stebbins.
No!
Really?
No! I spoke aloud the actual method and then explained how it can't be that method.
Exactly. This is
you.
Fool's Magician.
You, Michael Carducci. Are you kidding me? The exact.
This is why it fools magicians. And so the key thing is when I handed you the deck, I didn't say shuffle. This is really important in the language. I didn't say shuffle.
Yeah.
I said this, literally, give them a quick mix.
Yep.
If I'm performing for people, I will hand it to the person who can't shuffle.
Right.
I'll watch the person who doesn't have good card handling skills.
So in this case, you took a brand new deck and you knew a secret method that magicians know to get it in Cy Stebbins' order.
Yeah, and it's
us
published.
normal humans will have to arrange them
Yes.
one at a time. We've talked about Cy Stebbins on the show before, but if you missed those episodes, it's very simple. Every card is 3 more than the one before it, and it goes in clubs, hearts, spade, diamonds,
Chased.
as we call chased order, CHSD. So it's okay. But even then, it doesn't seem like it should work.
So I want to just make sure I understand. You're banking on the probability that he will mix the cards, but not enough to separate partners from each other.
Exactly. Okay, watch this. I'm going to just do a pretty standard overhand shuffle. So we'll go here, right? There are 5 cards that are out of sequence
Right.
in
Out
the
of the
entire
entire
deck.
deck.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So
That
you've
is
got-
brilliant.
So now you're 90%.
So basically, the way to fool magicians is to have the balls to
Yeah.
risk failing.
I think we need that anyway. Darren Brown, in his book, talked about taking chances and things like that in Pure Effect. that's what separates like great magic from miracles.
Yeah.
Is when you take that shot. Because nobody knows that, oh, this is the best case scenario. And it's a great skill to cultivate as a magician, being able to have outs. Okay, what am I going to do if they riffle shuffle?
So
great, we're
wait
doing
a
a new
minute.
trick.
So it seems like the easiest version, you would set up 2 decks with size 7s, and then you would do exactly like you did. You would have them mix the cards just to prove that they're not in any special order.
Yep.
You would get your
Mix.
you would just take a look at the one card on the bottom, knowing that the one next in the order is theirs. And then, for example, let's say I saw a 4 of hearts,
Right.
then I would go through looking for the 4 of hearts, then the next one next to it.
This is like a crib sheet.
Yes,
so you don't
exactly,
have to remember anything.
exactly.
And what I would do, one more thing I would add, is when I peek, when I drop the cards in there, I look at 2 cards. I look at the front card and the back card. I just hold on to, I use a little bit of friction as I'm dropping them in there.
Oh, so you get 2 peeks,
And
and
you know
then that
it's
way you
in
can tell
between.
if there's only one card that should belong between those
Yeah,
two.
so if it's 4,
you know.
7, Jack, then
Wow.
you know 100% you've hit it.
That's great.
Otherwise, it's only one of 2 possibilities.
Well, then you know you hit on a break and that you can't do this trick. You can't rely on it.
Yeah.
And so then I would just do some other trick, or maybe even never come back to it. I've done that where I've had someone I've tried to force a card and they took the wrong card. I'm like, hold on to that.
Right.
And I
We'll get back to
never,
that in a second.
never came back to it.
Forget about it, yeah.
Matt, as our resident Scam School student-in-chief, can you perform this for us?
Yes.
All right.
We can do this. We'll just jump into it. Actually, I don't want to touch this deck.
Yeah.
Can one of you just take it, give it a
Mix
little
it
bit
up.
of a mix?
Give it a bit of a mix.
Yep. Maybe a
Bit
cut.
of a mix.
You can give it 2 cuts.
2 cuts. 2 cuts and a mix. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Can I do this part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I want you to cut it as well.
Okay.
And complete the cut. Yep. And then I want you to touch it as also, but I'm gonna up the ante and I'm gonna look away.
Okay.
Give it a mix as well,
2 mixes.
and I'm gonna look away.
There's no way.
He's just showing off now.
I know.
2
and it's
mixes.
fine. He's
And then
riding
Go
dangerously
ahead and
close to Dead
put it
Man's
on the
turn.
table. And then I want you to do a cut anywhere you want.
All right.
Complete the cut. There should be a completely random card on top.
Yep. I have it. I have it
Okay,
right here.
show it
I have
around.
it here, and I'm gonna hold it here.
Got it.
Yeah,
I'm
hold
gonna
it.
keep it right here in front of me.
Put it somewhere hidden, somewhere I can't get to
It's
it.
somewhere you can't get to it.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around. And I don't even want to use these anymore. Let's go ahead and just put them back in the box.
Okay.
And you have the card, you know what it is.
I do. I do.
Is it a black?
Yes. 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 Yes.
It's a number card.
It is. It is. It's not a letter card.
2, 3, no. No, it's not. It's a big number.
It is.
Okay, I'm gonna lock that prediction in.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my
And
God. Oh
I
my
want
God.
you to turn them over.
Yeah. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ah! Huzzah! Dude, that's a fantastic gem. What a ballsy move, man. That's great. Got to give a huge thank you to Michael Carducci for slumming with us. Fantastic job on this one, Michael. It is a true magician fooler. And of course, got to give a shout out to my buddy Nate Staniforth and his brand new book, Here is Real Magic, a memoir about what it means to love an art so much that you become disillusioned with it and travel halfway around the world to rekindle that magic. It is an amazing book. Pre-order it now, now, now. By the way, if you have a favorite bar scam, magic trick, or any kind of unbeatable puzzle, hit me up directly at brian@schwood.com, or of course, we should be best friends at twitter.com/schwood. There is no C in Schwood. And if you haven't done so, check out our new adventure, The Modern Rogue. Jason Murphy and I are on a quest to become the ultimate gentleman, warrior, and scoundrel. It looks like this. Man, I gotta tell you. Sounded like you're trying to cut me off. Man, I gotta tell you. It looks like this sign that's just flopping, saying posted. You're posted. Your face is posted. You're not my real dad. Sorry, Dad. I think my real dad might be watching. That's gonna be really weird for my actual real dad.
We can't go back.